And a good afternoon to you from Brunswick Community College. Today on YouTube, it's Dolphins basketball as your Brunswick Dolphins at 4-4, 3-0 at home, 2-3 in Region 10 play take on 1-6 Louisburg College. The Hurricanes 0-2 on the road and 0-4 in Region 10 play. Today's game is brought to you, as always, by our friends at Coastal Transplants. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Let's meet the lineups for the Hurricanes first. It's number 5, Michaela Shippey. Number 12 is Sophia Fatiliga. I believe I got that right. Probably not. Number 14 is Michaela Everett. Number 23, Shelby Ricks. And number 24, Maury Tate Smith. Now for Joe Gaughan and your Dolphins, it's number 3, Charlotte Sherrill. Number 5, Machia Scott. Number 15 is Jalissa Edwards. Number 24 is Ariel Chambers. Number 32, Alana Dunlap. Dolphins coming off an 84-47 victory over Johnston Community College on Thursday. Most points in a game since January 2020. Ariel Chambers picked up for Hadia Balzer, who left with an injury, and she's going to be out for a little while. Chambers finished with a team-high 24 points on 11 of 19, also had 7 boards, 3 assists. Dunlap had 16, Scott 15, Amanda Barber, and Alexis Hinson each had 5 steals. Dolphins with 17 steals in that game as they get a stop here on the opening possession for the Hurricanes. Charlotte Sherrill back in action. We didn't see her on Thursday, but she's over there in the corner on your screen. They're looking in for Dunlap, and that's a turnover. Hurricanes coming off a loss on Wednesday at Patrick and Henry. They lost 96-79. 6 straight losses for the Hurricanes. It has been a miserable season so far for Louisburg. Just 1-6 now. To their defense, they have played some of the really tougher of the Region 10 opponents so far on their schedule, but as you see right there, turnovers have been a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought turnovers were high on Thursday when Johnston was here, how about Louisburg? They averaged 34.3 turnovers. That is dead last in Division 2. So the Dolphins, if they win the turnover battle here today, they can end a very long losing streak to these Hurricanes as Ariel Chambers steps up again and buries the first bucket in the ball game for Brunswick. And it's 2-0. Dolphins showing a full court press here. And Charlotte Sherrill gets in the passing lane. Scott, Edwards, Chambers attacks, blocked but fouled. Michaela Everett called for the foul, and Ariel Chambers has a chance to do some work here, real work. Hadia Balzer is going to be out for at least a little while. We don't know exactly how long yet. Talked to Joe Gaughan. I didn't get a ton of specifics, but he didn't know as well. So there weren't tons of specifics to be given. So this is an opportunity for Alana Dunlap. This is an opportunity for Ariel Chambers. This is an opportunity for Edwards to pick up her scoring. Charlotte Sherrill is going to get some more run. Everybody's got to pick up their numbers in the absence of their leader. And Chambers comes up empty on both free throws. Everett the rebound. Here comes Louisburg. Ricks traveled. So we've seen 3 possessions from Louisburg, and we've seen 2 turnovers, and that's just not going to get it done for them. They are 0-4, as I mentioned, in Region 10 play. Just 1 game with double digits assists. That was Wednesday against Patrick Henry. They're not sharing the basketball. They're coughing it up too much. This is just it's been a tough start and a bit of a surprise because Louisburg's usually right up there with the Wake Techs and the Salkehatchies and all of the contending teams here in Division 2. Sherrill's going to inbound it with 18 on the shot clock. Chambers right of the lane, takes a dribble, got tied up, and back-to-back jump balls. So Hurricanes tie them up twice, and on the second effort, they win possession for their team. Hurricanes won the both meetings last year between Brunswick and Louisburg. It was Louisburg 74-54 at Louisburg, and then 69-65 at Brunswick. And nice ball movement there, finding Michaela Everett, who scores. So we're tied up. We've played 2 minutes, 15 seconds, 17:40 left to go to be exact here in this opening quarter. Jalissa Edwards drives right of the lane. Cheryl in the corner, cut off on the baseline. Back to Edwards on the wing. Michaela Scott takes it left, shoots the rainbow, can't get it to go. Ball tipped out. Edwards in and out on the shot. Third time is the charm. Nope, they miss again, and this time a couple tips by Everett. She tips it to herself. How about Michaela Everett in a tough season, averaging 15 points, 14 rebounds. She's played well for Louisburg. As Fatiliga goes out of the ball game, and we have our first sub. Miracle Cornell is into the ball game for Louisburg. So Dolphins, I guess, are back on offense here. Scott drives in, floats it up, no. Cold start for Brunswick. Dolphins shooting 39% on the season, but they were hot at the beginning against Johnston. High pass, Everett over 3 defenders, and Everett's got back-to-back buckets. It's 4-2 in favor of Louisburg. Louisburg, as I mentioned, they won both meetings last year. Hurricanes have won at least the last 18 meetings as Edwards is called for steps. I went back as far as I could, which was 2012. Louisburg has won every game against Brunswick in that stretch. A 9-year stretch where they have won 18 in a row at least. Struggling this year, but like I said, take their record somewhat with a grain of salt. Ball movement goes to Ricks for 3. Chambers got the rebound, 6:26 left to go here in the opening quarter. Scott, the former Louisburg player, can't get it back iron. Ball tipped, and it comes to Cornell, who pulls down the rebound. So neither team scorching right now. Into the forecourt, it's Smith. Morier from Gaffney, South Carolina, which is right near me here in the upstate, where I'm calling the game from. Everett had it tipped, saved it. Ricks dives in, and we got the first foul on Brunswick, a blocking foul called. So both teams with a team foul here with 5:55 left to go, and Ricks is shaken up. Is she going to come out of the game? She will. Hopefully nothing too serious. Looks like she's all right. Alicia Lindberger into the game, the freshman for Louisburg. Smith to inbound it. Top of the key. 3 by Shippey, who's into the game. The curious Shippey first shot of the ball game. Via Jennings has come into the game. You see her running the point. And it goes to Dunlap. Dunlap shot blocked. Saved by Edwards. Edwards on the baseline. Dunlap left of the lane. Amanda Barber in as well. Dunlap, a couple fakes, got the bucket. All tied at 4 apiece. Low scoring start for both teams, and Louisburg going to throw it away. Nearing the midway point, 5:24 to go here in this opening quarter, 4-4. Dolphins back on offense. Second of a 3-game homestand. Monday, Dolphins will take on Mount Olive JV. I won't be with you for that one. We had a couple scheduling things that we'll talk about down the road here as well, as Chambers is fouled again. Opportunity at the free throw line. Then they're going to have a tough game against Wake Tech after Monday. That'll be on the 10th. So that'll be Friday, next Friday, at Wake Tech, who's receiving votes in the latest poll in the NJCAA. Charlotte Sherrill comes into the game. Alana Dunlap will sit down, and number 30 is Deja Phillips for the Hurricanes. Chambers continues to struggle here today from the charity stripe. 0 for 3 now, 51% from the stripe on the season. Make it 0 for 4. So points go by the wayside as we're at the midway point here in the opening quarter. 4-4. Cornell. Lindberger in the corner. Fakes the three, drives in, stripped by Sherrill. Charlotte with the steal, and her pass a little bit long for Edwards. So you're seeing offensively the absence of Hadiya Balzer in a big Region 10 game. And the team just kind of trying to find its way right now. And that's something it might take a couple games. What do we have here? A foul or a tie-up? I think the officials are talking about it. Instead, I was wrong. It's a travel. So ball goes back to Brunswick on yet another turnover for the Hurricanes. Dolphins got to capitalize. Edwards, Jennings splits the defense, pull up in the lane, too strong off the glass. Phillips had it ripped away, got it back. Chased it down in the corner. Into the forecourt, it's Smith. Lindberger pass to Phillips, turnaround shot off the rim. Jennings saves the rebound to Barber. Via Jennings flies into the forecourt. Charlotte Sherrill for three. And the Dolphins are just ice cold right now. So neither team really capitalizing on either side's cold start. Credit the defenses, of course, a little bit for the cold shooting. Louisburg's just been coughing it up, though. Phillips lost the dribble, and taking it away is Barber. Barber tries to thread it between the defenders, and the pass off the mark taken back by Louisburg. Now Smith into the forecourt, catch and shoot three, and air ball over on the far side. So Lindberger misses the three. Dolphins back on the attack. Chambers had it stripped. Good defense by Louisburg. 8 points in 7 minutes, and mercifully, one of the coaches calls for time. So 3:02 left to go here in the opening quarter, and both teams trying to figure it out on offense. We'll be back tied at 4. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by our friends at Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back to live action. 4-4. Yeah, low scoring start to this one if you're just joining us. Dolphins getting a lot of steals in the early going, not capitalizing on this end, though, via Jennings pushing. Bounce pass goes, and the bucket is good. That's Scott who's back into the game. Brunswick retakes the lead at 6-4, showing that trapping full court pressure. Lindberger, and she's called for steps, looking for a blocking foul on Dunlap, who's back in, but doesn't get the whistle. 2 team fouls on Louisburg, just 1 on Brunswick with 2:30 to play here in this opening quarter. Chris Sheeman happy as always to be with you. Got a couple more coming at you in December. Dunlap. Couple of fakes, and I like the patience of Alana. You know, she doesn't panic when the double team comes. She's got great, I don't want to say court vision because that's not what it is, but great presence down low to know where are the defenders, what do I need to do without traveling to gather myself. Via Jennings, shot block, Dunlap is there. It's it out to Scott. Scott throws it up, looking to draw contact. Charlotte Sherrill from the right block on the putback makes it a 6-point game. So 6-0 run for Brunswick out of that timeout. Was called by Louisburg, I believe. Fatiliga. Oh, my Sicilian ancestors are so mad at me. Good ball movement there, finding Phillips for the easy 2. So that ends a 6-0 run, approaching a minute. Fatiliga. I tried to take Italian in high school. It just didn't work. Amanda Barber buries the triple, and the Dolphins with their biggest lead now at 7. So, yeah, whoever can get hot here can really separate themselves. Dolphins get another turnover. Great defensive quarter for Brunswick, and they're ending it on a better offensive note. Scott can't get the roll. Rebound controlled by Ricks, I believe, as Smith will walk it up. 40 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. And that pass was well over Lindberger. So 9-2 run for Brunswick here. 5.6 the difference between the game and shot clock. Dolphins usually pretty good shooting at home, 44% on the year. They also average 19.7 offensive rebounds, thanks to the home cooking. Oh, Dunlap, yeah, that's an easy one. So nice run here by Brunswick. 11-2 now, extended run. Last shot time for Louisburg if they can break the press. Instead, attacking is Shippey. Can't get it to go. 4 seconds. Phillips, no. Phillips had it deflected away, and the quarter will wind down. So a slow start offensively for Brunswick, but they get it going towards the end of the first quarter on an 11-2 run. Brunswick leads by 9, 15-6. We've played 10 minutes. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a bit. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Let's run it back. And the offense really getting going down the stretch as you see the nice ball movement here for Brunswick. And Charlotte Sherrill connects on the offensive glass. We're underway here in quarter number 2. 11-2 run for Brunswick currently. Louisburg's got the basketball to start the quarter, though. Lindberger cut off on the baseline. Out to Cornell for 3. Tried to bank it, no. And the rebound by Chambers. So Chambers back into the game. Ball thrown away, and I believe that's Smith. Let me check the number. I think I'm wrong. She's fouled. It's Lindberger, and she's going to the line. So Alicia Lindberger, 68% free throw shooter. Those of you who are just joining us, mentioned it in the first quarter that Louisburg has won at least the last 18 meetings. I can only go back to 2012 in the record books. Louisburg has owned Brunswick in the last decade or so, but really struggling at 1-6 this season. Chambers, here's Barber, who had a 3 in that first quarter. Scott into the circle, takes it right of the lane. Jennings jumper, rims it in. Nice bucket there by Via Jennings. We don't see her score a ton, but making the most of her opportunity there. It's a late whistle, but a foul going to go on Chambers. 2 quick ones on Brunswick, who had One team foul in all of the first quarter, now with 2 here in the first minute of the second quarter. More free throws to come. This time it's Michaela Shippey, 64% free throw shooter, averaging just under 7 a ball game. Mentioned the turnover problems. We've seen them continue here today for the Hurricanes. 34.3 turnovers a game, dead last in Division II. They had 50 against Spartanburg Methodist. Getting the offensive rebounds here, though, and Miracle Cornell makes the Dolphins pay, napping on. Oh, that is a huge pet peeve for coaches when you do not rebound after a missed free throw. Entry pass is deflected, and Miracle Cornell close to getting teed up there. And the official was staring her down, I think, for a second there. So it is a foul coming around the defender, I guess, called for a reach. So Jennings will inbound it, 22 to shoot for Brunswick. Chambers going to work. Chambers over her defender, missed it short as Everett's back in the game. Michaela Everett pulls down the rebound. So Dolphins went up. Louisburg trying to strike back, work themselves in it, figure it out on this end. Instead, pocket is picked again, this time via Jennings. Jennings' pass was a little bit awkward. I think she slipped, but Scott fortunately saves it. Now gets it down. Dunlap throws it off the glass, in and out. Offensive rebound by Jennings. I love to see that. Via Jennings, another offensive rebound to her total. Here's Scott the Rainbow. No. Dunlap offensive rebound, and she's called for the offensive foul. It was on that pump fake. She got her with the elbow. So 3 team fouls on Brunswick as Jalissa Edwards comes back in. Fatiliga coming back in as well. We played about 2 minutes here in this second quarter. Dolphins still in control. Open look, catch and shoot by Ricks. Buries the 3. Got to get a hand on her. So it was 15-6, now 7-2. Little run here for Louisburg, has them within 4. Edwards into the lane. Jennings back to her. Edwards stripped. Good defense by the Hurricanes. Louisburg has yet to win a Region 10 game. They're 0-4. Dolphins 2-3 in the region. Smith on the wing. Smith throws it underneath for Everett. Everett turnaround shot, no. Good defense by Chambers. All right, Brunswick got to figure it out on this end of the court again. Louisburg sprints back. Ariel, the hop step, throws it up off the back iron. Fatiliga gets the rebound. .652 remaining in the half. Another open look at 3. This is Shippey, and she buries it. It's a 1-point game. 10-2 run now by Louisburg after Brunswick went on an 11-2 run. Chambers on the wing. Cross court, Edwards. Scott, Rainbow 3, in and out. Jennings, another rebound that goes off her foot. Via Jennings, 5'4", is outworking everybody down low. Charlotte Sherrill back in for Alana Dunlap for Joe Gaughan's team. .6:15 left to go until halftime. Louisburg looking to take the lead here. 10-2 run. They were getting open looks from behind the arc. Smith missed that one. Sherrill the rebound. Scott on that far side. Scott throws it up, got it in the foul. Hard move by Scott. We got to run that one back real quick. So Michaela will go to the free throw line, but let's take another look at this play and see just how hard she had to work for this bucket. So here's the attack, and then you see the contact, and then still able to muscle her way to the hoop, counted in the foul. Dolphins still not getting it from the charity stripe. We've talked about it before. They're now 10th in Division II in free throw attempts per ball game at 24.3, but they're shooting just 55% as a team. Cooled off. They were 71% in the last two games, but they cooled off against Johnston in that blowout victory. Chambers altered that shot as Shippey attacked. Nearing the midway point of the second quarter, Scott attacks. Here's Cheryl. Open mid-range. Yes! Nice answer here by the Dolphins. Louisburg cut it to 1. Brunswick's pushed it back out to 5 in that full court press again. Ball tipped by Jennings. Steal by Scott. Scott into the lane. Throws it up. Yes! And Brunswick pushes it back out to 7. Really nice answer here for Brunswick. 6-0 run now. 4:47 to play in the half. Good ball movement. Lindberger gets it down low. Phillips. And Charlotte Sherrill says, not in my house. Scott on the far side had it poked away. Transition defense by Shippey. Averages a couple of steals a ball games. Got her first here today. Smith from the elbow. Can't bank it. Phillips had it deflected away by Edwards. Scott going to wait for her friends. Ooh, she stepped out of bounds. Mental mistake right there. Miracle Cornell back into the game. Shelby Ricks back into the game. Tate Smith also back in. Shot blocked again by Chambers. Here comes Brunswick. This is Edwards. Again, Louisburg sprinting back. Edwards takes it to the corner. To the cutter, Jennings missed it short. Phillips, the board, but I think we have a foul called that's going to send Via Jennings to the free throw line. Good effort for her. 50-50 free throw shooter Via Jennings at the line. Sophomore from up the road in Wilmington. Dolphins are 0 for 6 from the free throw line. Finally get one to go. And we're going to get a timeout. 24-16. Brunswick leads by 8 past the midway point here in this second quarter. We'll be back here in just a moment. So a couple of changes to the broadcast schedule. We'll be with you again on Wednesday the 15th, and then I'll be there in person on the 18th. Then that game on the 2nd of January against St. Andrews we've added on as of today. So we'll have that one for you on YouTube. Everett on the reverse, got the bucket to go. Louisburg's trailed by as many as 9. It's a 6-point game right now for Brunswick. Jennings, and into the game, Angel Stevenson scores her first bucket right off the bench. Smith on the far side. They're looking in for Everett. Everett using her size, stripped by, it was Edwards and Barber who were there against Everett. Now open look for 3, too strong that time by Shippey, who hit one moments ago. Scott. And looking for Stevenson, but the pass off the mark, so Brunswick coughs it up. Dolphins have struggled from 3. We've talked about it. In their last 3 games, just 5 of 34. Just 15% on the season. They're shooting just 19%. Not really looking for it as much here today. Louisburg is, and Shelby Ricks buries another one. Hurricanes are not going away. They've got a lot of talent on this team for 1-6 with 34 turnovers a game. I'd be surprised if that's the way this season continues for them. Shelby Ricks is a 19-point-a-game scorer. Michaela Everett's got some size down low, averaging 15 and 14 per night. Another open look. This time it's Shippey, and that's a 3 as well. So the 3-point shooting is certainly keeping the Hurricanes in it with 2:05 left to go. We got a 2-point ball game again. Mashia Scott, top of the key. Jennings between the circles. Here's Barber trying to answer with a triple. Yes! Amanda Barber. I believe that's her second 3-pointer here today. 29-24 Brunswick, trying to end a long slide against the Hurricanes. And get another takeaway. Great defense so far this afternoon for Brunswick. Scott throws it up off the glass and in. So every time Louisburg cuts it down to 2, Brunswick pushes it right back out. I gotta say, and I know Louisburg has had their struggles this year, but really impressed with this half for Brunswick, considering missing Hadia Balzer. I mentioned it at the get-go. You know, it's gonna take a minute for them to figure it out. That's gonna be a blocking foul, and I believe just the second here on Louisburg in the quarter. And it's been a collective effort, too. No one player. I think last year losing a player like Hadia would have been a little more devastating. Brunswick this year, a lot more depth. Barber tries it again, not that time. That was a one-arm rebound by Tate Smith, who got fouled. That, I believe, is team foul number 4 on Brunswick here late in this second quarter. We'll take our usual halftime break. You can check in on some other college basketball or some of the football games. 30 seconds left to go. Smith cut off. Extra pass. They find Shippey in the corner for 3 again. Not that time. It was Chambers, I believe, who came out to help and alter that shot. Ball went out of bounds, and Dolphins can hold for the final shot here in the half. Not exactly the offensive explosion we saw from the Dolphins on Thursday, but they're playing well defensively for the most part. A few too many open threes, I guess, if you want to be critical about it. And they've got a 7-point lead against Louisburg. Edwards, Chambers hit the deck. Barber turnaround baseline shot, no good. Everett had it poked from behind. Can Chambers get it off? No. And the half comes to a close. Brunswick leads by as many as 9. They take a 7-point lead into the locker room, trying to end a long slide against the Hurricanes. Looking good here in this first half. 20 more minutes to come. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with all the second half action. You're watching Dolphins basketball here on YouTube. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Thanks as always to them for supporting Brunswick basketball. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Good first half for Brunswick. 31-24. Wasn't great offensively, but well-played defense, getting timely shots, answering these runs from Louisburg as Michaela Scott went backdoor but missed it short. Fatiliga pulls down the rebound. So Brunswick's led by as many as 9. They use an 11-2 run towards the end of the first quarter to go on that run. Then it was 10-2 run for Louisburg. They cut it to 2 a couple different times. Brunswick's been able to push it out to around 7 steadily since about midway point through the second quarter. Jalissa Edwards to the cutter Chambers, and that is an offensive foul. So 9:17 left to play, just underway here in the second half. Dolphins at 4-4, 3-0 at home, 2-3 in Region 10 play. Louisburg is having a rough year, certainly by their standards. 1-6. They're winless on the road at 0-2, and they have not won in Region 10 play. They're 0-4. Into the forecourt, Smith on the near side. Fatiliga to Ricks on the right. Shippy's hit a couple from the corner. Everett back out to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Catch and shoot Ricks for 3. Missed it too strong. Shot clock did not reset. No, then it did reset. Everett, I think, had it not reset, she still would have gotten it away, but it was close. 8:36 left to go. Brunswick's lead is 5. First points of the half go to Louisburg. Ball was kicked off the pass attempt by Charlotte Sherrill. So Sherrill will inbound it. 19 to shoot for Brunswick. Into Edwards. Sherrill in the corner. Now Edwards will set up the offense. Scott on the wing. They're looking down for Chambers. Pass was way off. Smith with the steal. Shippy can't get the bounce. Fatiliga pulls down the rebound, and then a jump ball will keep it on this end of the floor. So extra possession here for the Hurricanes. Shippy fakes the 3, takes it right of the lane, got cut off. Pass almost. Edwards almost got that one. Instead, it's another bucket for Ricks, and it's a 3-point game. So Hurricanes have proven they're not going away here this afternoon as we approach evening hours. Scott stripped. Sherrill on the deflection at the half circle. Now Edwards. Looking to drive. Sherrill, shot clock at 9. Pull up. Dunlap put back no. Dunlap's been quiet here today, and the Dolphins are still 0-4 here in this half. 4-0 here in the third quarter for Louisburg. Smith out near midcourt. Ricks drives on the baseline. Bounce passes it out to Shippy. Extra pass to Smith. Over to Fatiliga for 3. No. Everett the rebound. And this is a lazy start for Brunswick. No effort on that rebound. Joe Gawhand agrees. Timeout, Dolphins. It's a 1-point game. We'll step aside and come back here in just a moment. Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back here with you. 31-30 1 point lead now. Dolphins yet to scratch. 6-0 run at the start for Louisburg via Jennings into the game. Attack couldn't get it. Everett the rebound. Look out. Smith able to corral. 6:42 remaining, and Louisburg can take their first lead. And Shippey will try to deliver. Misses the three. Chambers the rebound. Brunswick trying to stay perfect at home and even their record at 500 in Region 10 play. Go to 5-4 overall on the season. Chambers, Dunlap pass deflected by Cornell and a late whistle. Both teams with a team foul here with 6:13 to go in this third quarter. Sherrill will inbound it. And false start there on the inbound. Chambers to Dunlap. Sherrill on the wing. Got a pick. Missed the jumper. Dolphins cold here in the third quarter. They have not scored yet. We've played 4 minutes. Louisburg trying to retake the lead here. They led briefly in the very early stages of this ball game by 2. Shippey extra pass, and that three is good. Louisburg has taken over here in the third quarter. It's a 9-0 run, and they lead 33-31. Dolphins got to get it together. Chambers to Sherrill, driving on the baseline. The pull-up, yes! Tie ball game. 33 all, nearing the midway point here in the third quarter. 5:16 left to play. Smith. Cornell from downtown banks it in. So Louisburg hot. They had 24 points in the first half in both quarters. They've got 12 points already here in this third quarter, and now Chambers travels with the basketball. Amanda Barber going to come into the game. A host of subs in for Louisburg. Deja Phillips into the game. Lindberger has come on. And I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? That is Antonia Horley, wearing number 20. Good ball movement, finding the open Shippey for downtown. A rare miss here in this third quarter for Louisburg. They lead it by 3 now. Brunswick's led by as many as 9 at 15-6. Charlotte Sherrill hesitated. Jennings in the lane. Swings it out. Barber for 3. Nope. And Dolphins, Jennings tried to save it, but it comes to Horley for Louisburg. Past the midway point, 4:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Ricks into the forecourt for the Hurricanes. And Jennings is going to be called for a reach. Alexis Hinson is going to come on for the first time for Brunswick. She had 5 steals against Johnston. She'll come in for Sherrill. So the Dolphins are very, very small right now. Barber at 5'8". Chambers is 6'3", of course, but Hinson at 5'5". Jennings at 5'4". And they're just passing it around the perimeter. This time Ricks misses. Dolphins just 2 points here in this third quarter, and this has been a completely different vibe from Louisburg here in this second half. Their body language defensively is much more intense, active, engaged. Who's going to inbound it here for Brunswick? Somebody got to inbound the ball. 3:45 left to go in a forgettable third quarter for Brunswick. Chambers comes up short. Phillips, nice defense. Ricks brings it up again. And that pass intercepted. Barber. Dolphins trying to push. Louisburg getting back. Jennings into the forecourt. Hinson in the corner. Edwards. Too strong. Jennings pokes it away. Missed it. Dolphins cannot buy a bucket. Frustration setting in there. That'll be the third team foul as via Jennings. Held her. Painful offensive quarter for Brunswick. Just 2 points. It's a 12-2 run for Louisburg here in the third quarter. They don't want off the leg of Ricks. She's in the backcourt. Now, did they say it was deflected by Brunswick? I thought that went off of, Smith's legs. But either way, Dolphins get the tie-up, and I believe the possession arrow, favors Brunswick. Charlotte Sherrill back in for via Jennings. Dolphins just got to take their time here. They don't need to score 70 in this game. Just take it easy, try to get a bucket. Sherrill on the wing. Charlotte got hit, no call. Lost her footing, and Lindberger comes up with the steal. 2:35 remaining in this third quarter. Louisburg on top by 3 with the basketball. This is Smith on the right side. Shippey lost the dribble. More good defense. Edwards attacks. Edwards. Oh, man. That is the third quarter in a nutshell right there for Brunswick. 2:12 to go. Louisburg back on offense. Right now it's mental for Brunswick. Still active defensively, though. Smith. And the lead grows to 5 for Louisburg, their biggest here tonight. Today, it gets dark so early this time of the year. I flip from afternoon to night right away. Chambers to the cutter, Sherrill. Out to Hinson. Bobbled it, caught it, buried the 3. Big bucket there. Ends a long scoring drought for Brunswick. Alexis Hinson's played well in the last couple of games. Good to see her getting some run here in this third quarter. 2-point game. Like I said, if you're the Dolphins, you can't get too down because you see Louisburg's going to cough the basketball up. That's what they've been doing all season long. You just got to withstand the storm, keep it in striking distance. Brunswick has done all of those things. It's not going to take 60. It might not even take 70. Well, it's not going to take 70. It might not even take 60 to win this game. These are those grind-out ones. Barber, top of the key, thought about it, drives in. Sherrill for 3. Yes! And Brunswick is back on top inside a minute to play here in the third quarter. Nice response here. How you close quarters says a lot about your team, and Dolphins close that first quarter on that 9-point run. Trying to close out the third quarter strong as well. They got a breakaway. Hinson, nice pass by Scott who found her, and Brunswick just like that is back up by 3. 8 straight points. Open look though for Tate Smith. Can't bank it. Long rebound. Chased down by Scott again, looking to push. Shot clock is off. Defense got back. Sherrill on the baseline. Still plenty of time here though if you're Brunswick. That's going to be a foul. Yeah, it's a late whistle. Good call, late whistle. And Joe Gauhan disagrees, but it's the right call. It's just that whistle came very late. And it came after Scott got a turnover. So, frustrating, yes. Correct call, also yes. Orley will inbound it. Last shot time for Louisburg. 3-point shooting has kept them in it. Shippey fakes the 3, drives in, blocked by Sherrill. And the Dolphins won't get a shot up, but Struggled at the beginning of the quarter offensively, much like the first quarter, ended on a run. 8-0 run has Brunswick up by 3. One more quarter to go. We'll be back here in just a moment. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Fourth quarter in a tight game. Both of these teams have made a bunch of runs here today. Louisburg has stayed in it in part because of their three-point shooting. Everett's got some extra chance opportunities as well. She starts this fourth quarter off with one of those. So it's a one-point game. That was close to being a carry. Scott got rid of it. That pass was off the mark, but Barber happened to be there. They were looking for Dunlap. Now get it to her. No. Scott tips it. Cheryl back to Dunlap. Dunlap too strong off the glass. So Louisburg now with a chance to retake the lead. They led by as many as 5. Ricks is cut off. Here's Smith. Everett down low with 5 on the shot clock helps her team retake the lead. Scott into the forecourt. 8:44 remaining in the game. Blocking foul called on Shippey. Barber. Now Henson. Cheryl. Dunlap's top of the key. 7 on the shot clock. Dolphins got to make something happen here with 4. Scott is stripped. Good defense in this second half by Louisburg as they get the takeaway. Chance to push the lead out some more. That, I believe, Shippey over on the far side banks it off the glass and in, and the lead is back to 3 for Louisburg. So maybe Dolphins fans just come back for the end of the game because the Dolphins have started quarters sloppy, but they have ended them strong. That was a deflection by Shippey. Via Jennings is going to come back in. Scott will sit down. Some subs as well for Louisburg. Lindberger into the game. Cornell's back in there. They got Everett. They got Smith still in the game. And Shippey. So that's the 5 for them. Henson still out there for Brunswick, as is Barber, Cheryl, Jennings, and Dunlap. That's the 5 for your Dolphins. Smith, top of the key. Shippey in the corner. Over Dunlap, no. Tip for the rebound. Shippey wins it over 2 Brunswick players. Now Everett. Defender went for the steal. Louisburg matches its biggest lead now at 5. 7:17 left to go in the game. Dolphins need another run here. Instead, it's another turnover. Sherrill is out. 7:08 remaining. Camera not moving. Wake up. Move the camera. There we go. Looks like we're going to get a timeout after all that, so we'll step aside. Dolphins with some work to do, down by 5. We'll take time, come back here in just a moment. Updated look at the broadcast schedule. Chris Sheeman back here with you. It's a 5-point game. Louisburg with the basketball. They trailed by as many as 9 in the first half. Better second half for the Hurricanes. Dolphins get a stop, though. Barber on the rebound brings it into the forecourt. We've got 6:40 remaining. Dolphins have really struggled offensively, and they turn the ball over again. Now Dunlap is going to get the tip here, or the tie-up, and the jump ball possession arrow does favor Brunswick, so plenty of time for Brunswick. Barber in the corner. Get some help for Chambers over on the left side. Chambers been quiet. Dunlap's been quiet. Can we get one of them open? Henson turns it over. It's a steal by Lindberger. Dolphins having a lot of trouble taking care of the basketball here in the second half. Louisburg, much better half in terms of turnovers on their end. Lindberger for 3. Offensive rebound again by Cornell, but what do we got? Traveling. So as soon as I say it, they turn it over. Jalissa Edwards into the game. .552 remaining. Here's Jennings taking it left side. Edwards. Chambers up top. Chambers shot blocked by Everett. It's been a frustrating second half for Brunswick offensively, and Louisburg is capitalizing. Nice job by Dunlap bodying out, but they call a foul on Brunswick here. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. Now, was the foul on Brunswick or Louisburg? We're going to have to check on that at the timeout. We'll take a break here. We'll be back in just a moment. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. So, Brunswick led by 9 in the first half. Louisburg matches its biggest lead here in the second half. Brunswick has just 10 points here in this second half. They have been shut out at the start of the fourth quarter. Still in it, though. Glass half full. Via Jennings into the forecourt. Jennings, Edwards, Barber in the backcourt. Chambers and Dunlap down low. 5:21 remaining. Dunlap lost it. Jennings, and she's tied up with Lindberger. Possession arrow favors Louisburg, and they get another stop. Boy, it has been frustrating here in this second half for Brunswick. Second of 3 at home for the Dolphins. Monday, they'll take on Mount Olive's JV team at 6 p.m. I won't be here with you, but I believe they'll stream that either here on YouTube or on Facebook, on the Dolphins Facebook page. Turnaround shot. 3 ball is good by Cornell, and Louisburg is controlling all of the momentum here in the second half. Jennings to Dunlap. Dunlap, spin, shoot, scores, fouls. Nice answer. So, Alana Dunlap, she's struggled as many of the Dolphins have struggled from the free throw line at 47%. Needs this one. Louisburg up to 3 team fouls, just 1 for Brunswick. So Brunswick keeps attacking them. They can get into the bonus too. And that free throw is no good, but we got a lane violation. Come on, Alana. Got to make them pay for this now. This is a gift right here. Yes. 5-point game. And we got a sub, so no inbound there. Ricks is coming into the game for Lindberger. Smith to Cornell. Cornell goes behind the back, swings it to Ricks on the left wing. Smith, top of the key, steps into a 3. Can't bank it. Long rebound chased down by Louisburg. That was Shippey, and then she threw it out of bounds. So Brunswick will get it back. 2-possession game. Another sub for Louisburg. Cornell going to come out of the ball game. Tell you about who came in as soon as I can see her. I believe Lindberger came back. Edwards, nice pass from Jennings, and Everett has been a monster inside. How many blocks does she average per game? She averages 2 a game. She's got at least that many, if not more, here this afternoon and now evening. Lindberger, corner 3, air ball, Everett, put back, yes. Louisburg, it's a 7-point game, but the way both of these offenses have gone here today, it's almost like it's double that. Edwards. It's going to be tough for these Dolphins while Idea Balzer is out of the lineup with that injury. We didn't see it as much in the first half, but we're getting a good look at it here in the second half. So 3:33, ball deflected again, 18 on the shot clock. Jennings will inbound it here for Brunswick. That's going to be an offensive foul on Dunlap, yeah. She might have been fouled initially, and that's, I think, the case she's making, but the only thing the officials saw was her shoving Lindberger to the ground. And I'm with you, Alana, but they weren't looking. But they were looking when you fouled, and that's the way it goes. So Louisburg back on offense, attacking is Shippey, fouled by Dunlap. 3 team fouls now on Brunswick, 4 on Louisburg. So Smith will inbound it right of the hoop. Chippy gets it out. Everett's going to try a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound chased down by Barber. 3-possession game. Dolphins got to get it going on this end. 3:12 remaining. Chambers attacks. Can't get it to go. Drew the foul. I said Louisburg had 4. Now they have 4. Both teams had 3 team fouls. That's the 4th on Louisburg, though. And that's also the 4th on Everett. So that's a big call. You get Everett out of this game, all of a sudden those drives to the bucket are looking a little different for Brunswick. So they got to keep attacking and realize that. The free throw shooting, though, has been painful. I think one of the fans just said exactly what I've been saying. So 1 out of 2. That does bring it to a 2-possession game with 3:08 left to go. But yeah, they got to go at Everett. They got to go at her. Leave it up to the officials now to make that call. Ricks. Smith, Ricks. Full court press has worked here tonight. And it works again as Hinson comes up with the steal. Via Jennings into the lane. Throws it up short. Tip for the rebound. It comes to Hinson. And that ball was deflected off of Louisburg out of bounds. 2:48 left to go. Jalissa Edwards will inbound it for Brunswick. Edwards attacks. Edwards, yes! And you see there now, Everett was kind of playing off out of the paint as Chambers was out there, but still you see that impact. Now another steal for Brunswick. The full court press is working. Barber thought about the 3. Takes the mid-range. Yes! And it's a 2-point game just like that. This has been the recipe for success when Brunswick's making buckets. They're forcing turnovers thanks to this full court press. This is how they went on those runs in the first half, and they almost come up with the steal there. Trap in the corner. Everett's got it down low, though. Missed it short, but she's fouled by Edwards. Michaela Everett is a very good free throw shooter, 78%. So a 2-point game. If you're just joining us, the Hurricanes have won at least the last 18 meetings. They have owned almost a full decade against Brunswick. Dolphins trying to snap that long slide, and Everett misses the free throw. So both teams now with 4 team fouls, by the way. So both teams are in the bonus. Everett makes it a 3-point game. She's going to come out now. Smart sub. You get the player with 4 fouls out of the ball game for defensive purposes. 2:02 to go in the ball game. Dolphins 1-possession game. They trail. Jennings had it poked away. Gets it back. Edwards can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Ricks, and Ricks is fouled. Nope. They called a jump ball. So a nice job by Amanda Barber tying up, and the possession arrow favors Brunswick. Dolphins another crack at it here with 1:51 to go. Jennings will inbound it. Now the officials are talking about it. Might be an issue about the shot clock. It's at 20, which is normally where it goes for the jump ball, I believe. Oh, no, that's right, it's 30. We've had this debate already, haven't we? Wide open look, Jennings. Ooh, she might have gotten hit from behind. Officials didn't see it, though. Jennings dives for it. She's out of bounds, though. So Jennings couldn't get the bucket, tried to steal it, but she was out of bounds, and now it's going to be Louisburg with the basketball, and here we go, offense for defense again as Everett comes back into the game. Minute 41 left to go. Very low scoring game. Dolphins just 49 on the board. That's going to be a steal. Man, the defense is doing its part, though. Edwards, and the pass was deflected. She had Hinson alone underneath, and a nice job. Really caught off by Smith. Morier Tate Smith with a nice defensive play there to deflect it out, give her team a chance. Now, again, offense for defense. Everett goes back out. Minute 25 left to go. Edwards looking to inbound, and away from the ball, we got an offensive foul called. Wait, what's the call here? Both teams were clapping, but who's the foul? Oh, man, these Eastern North Carolina. What is the call? If it was a 15 foul, somebody's shooting. So Chambers said that she was fouled. Now they're going to get together. It really looked like the first. I should just stop talking because I'm as confused as I think they are. But they're getting together to talk about it. There's 3 of them, so let's see if they can't figure this out. Okay, so it will be Chambers at the line. It was the 15 foul away from the ball on Louisburg. Free throw shooting. Still a chance to salvage this trip, though, and make it a 2-point game. Okay, got to get a stop now. Minute 19 left to go. If I'm Louisburg, I'm thinking about fouling. I really am. This Dolphins team has shown no ability to make free throws here today, and now Ricks is going to go to the free throw line. 62% free throw shooter. Chance to make it a 2-possession game here. Everett is going to come back in now, so Michaela Everett back out there. And Shelby Ricks, sophomore from Winter Haven, Florida. So it's going to be a 1-possession game no matter what here after that first miss. Got 1 out of 2. Correction. It's a 4-point game, 2-possession game. 53-49. Minute 4 left to go. Plenty of time, but want to see some urgency. Hinson fires the 3, can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound. It's chased down, out on the run. Shippey is fouled and got the bucket. And this next free throw, the way this game has gone offensively for Brunswick, should ice it. If Shippey can get this one down, it would make it a 3-possession game. And I don't think the offense has it tonight or today to overcome that. Kyria Shippey, good game for her. Like I said, 64% at the line. And that should do it. We're going to get a timeout here by Brunswick. So this one's Louisburg's to lose. Dolphins with 49.3. Now remember, in the women's game, the difference here is you can advance the ball. It's a short timeout, so we're going to take a short break and we'll come right back. Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplants. This is one of those frustrating ones, unless the Dolphins can pull off an offensive explosion here. We mentioned it, though, without your top scorer, there's going to be some nights like this for Brunswick. They played a great first half and just could not find it here in the second half. Another foul on Louisburg, though, so both teams are in the bonus, and that means Amanda Barber goes to the free throw line. She's 50-50 free throw shooter and got the first one. So, you can make your free throws here. If Louisburg's going to keep fouling you down the stretch, there's still hope. 46.9 left to go. This is interesting. I would think that Louisburg, given what they've done, how poorly they've done against the full court press, would call timeout to advance the ball. They don't do that here, though. And that was almost stolen away. And a travel is going to be called. Shelby Ricks. Very interesting. I really thought a timeout was coming after those free throws. I'm really surprised there wasn't. So Hinson will inbound it now, and that window that was closed but not locked is now cracked open. Brunswick got to get it going offensively here, though. They need to go quickly. Amanda Barber thought about the three. Swings it out. Hinson can't get the triple. Chambers deflected to Barber. Still got to go quickly. It's a two-possession game. Hinson down low. Hinson is fouled. Ooh. Would have been nice if she could have got that bucket, but she's going to the free throw line. Alexis Hinson, 67% free throw shooter. So it's going to come down to free throws now. It's still a two-possession game here. Hinson really needs both of these. Then the Dolphins got to start fouling. Plenty of timeouts, I believe, to go around for both sides. Ugh, that's a bad. So now it's two-possession either way. But again, a lot of basketball still to be played in this final 19.4. I'm going to be stunned if Louisburg doesn't call timeout here. Missed them both, but the deflection comes back to her, and she banks it off the glass and in. 3-point game, got a foul. Maybe a few seconds to go for a steal here, but now you got a foul. Got a foul, and a quick whistle there. So Louisburg does break the press, but I was really surprised. Again, no timeout to advance the ball there. So free throws now for Lindberger. She's a 68% free throw shooter. Pretty decent free throw shooting team. Again, just one would make this a two-possession game. So if you're Louisburg, I mean, ideally, of course, you want to get them both, but 1 out of 2 is still good. So Hurricanes back up. Two-possession game. Timeout, Joe Gaughan will set something up for the Dolphins. They're not out of it yet. It looks bleak, but still an opportunity here for Brunswick with about 19 seconds left to go. We're back after this. So let's see what Brunswick has drawn up out of this timeout. Both teams are in the bonus. Just 8 seconds left to go. I thought there was more time on the clock than there was, so apologies for that. 8 seconds. Dolphins got to go quickly here and got to look for the 3. Chambers hits it. It's a triple. They didn't signal a 3. No, it's only a 2. Boy, that's a big call. That's a huge call. Boy, I wonder if we have time to run that back. I'd like to take another look at that. We have a timeout here. I don't know if we got the replay on that, folks. Instant replay is a work in progress. Yeah, of course we didn't. All right, let me see if I can run it back here on the actual broadcast itself and take another look. We're going to take a timeout here. We'll be right back. All right, folks, I ran it back on the broadcast. You can actually rewind it as well at home. That was a three-pointer, folks. That was a three-point shot. They missed it. Chambers hit a 3. There's no doubt about it. If you go back, I'm sorry we don't have the instant replay. It would take too much work in a close game for me to risk screwing up the broadcast to show it to you. But you can go back and look at it. It's absolutely a three-pointer. So they missed it. Either way, it's a 2-point game. Now, Louisburg's kind of been 50-50 at the line. So Dolphins with 5 seconds, you got to go quick steal, real quick, off the inbound. If you don't get the steal, you got to commit the foul immediately. Remember, on a tie-up, possession arrow goes to Louisburg. So Louisburg has the possession arrow. Oh, man, that was definitely a 3, though. I have no doubt in my mind. I blew it up on the big monitor, took a look at it. They missed it. All right, folks. Dolphins are still in their timeout now. And let's see, is Louisburg going to advance the ball? I got to think that's why they called time. There's 2 players in the backcourt, so got to keep your eye on them. Yeah, they've really spread the floor out here. Louisburg averaging 34.3 turnovers a game, folks. It's never over when you're playing a team like that. Got a foul, though, here as they get it in, and they got it into Shelby Ricks, 62%. Now, does Brunswick have at least one more timeout left? Because we're inside 5 seconds now, most likely. It's pretty simple right now. If Ricks hits both, probably over. 1 out of 2, Dolphins still have a shot. Missed the first. She missed them both. Then the Dolphins could tie with a 2, win with a 3. Missed them both. Tip for the rebound. And a jump ball's going to keep it with Louisburg. Oh, man. Whew. How many times have I groaned during this game? Oh, it's right there. And it's just right there. So another timeout is called. Probably, again, we're not seeing the scoreboard here, so I can't tell you exactly how much time, but matter of seconds. So it will be Louisburg's ball. Now, they should change the arrow over on the far side. They haven't done so yet. But let's say there's another tie-up here. Then it goes to Brunswick. But precious few seconds remaining here. Dolphins going to have to foul when we come back after this timeout. Okay, Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplant. So Louisburg keeps it. Couple of missed opportunities. There was a missed call. Ariel Chambers hit a 3. That was called a 2. But the Dolphins are not done yet. So Louisburg's going to inbound underneath their hoop. Only about 4 seconds left to go. Inbound goes to Everett. She throws it up, no, and that will do it. Louisburg escapes. And the Dolphins just ran out of time. That's all there is to it, folks. Even if that 3 had been called a 3, it still would have been a 1-point victory. So a frustrating second half for Brunswick, and the long losing streak to the Hurricanes continues. 57-55 is your final. So that'll do it for us here. Again, Dolphins back in action on Monday at home against Mount Olive JV team. Go out and see that. They'll stream it for you. I will not be with you. I will be with you on the 15th as USC Salkehatchie comes to town. That'll be a 6 p.m. game on that Wednesday. And then one more time, a few days later that weekend, as part of the Holiday Classic, Brunswick, what should be a good matchup, rematch with Southwest Virginia. Once again, your final score, a heartbreaker today for Brunswick. Louisburg wins 57-55. Folks, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you again in about 10 days.